So you said that 60% of the calories a runner should take in overall should be from carbohydrates. And I think when people start to hear about nutrition and they get thrown all these percentages and stuff, it kind of is a little off-putting. Is there a way to simplify that, or how do you go about figuring out what your particular nutrition needs are?
Great question. Great question. You can break it down very easily without having to look at percentages. Break it down. You don't have to look at a pie chart and try to figure out percentages. A little bit of an easier way to figure that out is to determine what your body needs based on how much you weigh. So if you take your body weight and divide that by 2.2, you get what you weigh in kilograms. And then we start from there. So I weigh 120 pounds, and if I divide that by 2.2, I'm 54.5, 54 and a half kilograms. So my intake, or anybody's intake, would be about 5 to 7 grams of carbohydrate per kilogram of body weight. So there are 4 calories per gram of carbohydrate. So that's how you would figure out your calories if you were interested to know how many calories you're taking in of any particular nutrient. Calories in protein and in carbohydrates are 4, so you get 4 calories per 1 gram, and then in fat you have 9 calories per gram of fat. So there's a little bit of a difference there. And these are averages. It's like 4.1 to 6, but it's basically 4 calories per gram of protein and carbohydrate. But if you are, I do want to say, if you are a higher level athlete and you are training 4, 5, 6 days a week, you're doing 90-minute training sessions or more, you're a high intensity athlete, your needs are going to be higher. And at that point you're going to need anywhere between 7 and 12 grams of carbohydrate per kilogram of body weight every day. So again, you're going to spread that out over your meals and your snacks for that day. Struggling with your grain bread, you would go on the back and take a look, and here per serving you get 21 grams of carbohydrate. And make sure that you know what a serving size is. Yeah, because at the top it's going to tell you what your serving size is. So 1 slice of this bread will give you that 21 grams of carbohydrate. So you want to make sure that you are aware of your serving sizes, because a lot of us can tend to put a little bit more on our plates than what the serving sizes actually are, and not understand the amount of carbohydrate and calories we're getting. So take a look at those things to make sure that you're getting enough, and you can balance that out with the nutrient needs, your protein and fat needs as well, which we'll discuss in another segment. So what I would do is I would take the body weight of the kilogram weight of a 120-pound person, so 54 and a half kilograms, and I would multiply that out by times 5, and I would get my number, and then I would multiply that by 4 by the number of calories that are in each gram, and then I would divide that by 5, which gives me 5 meals. So I know it's a lot of math, but what you can do is get your calorie count and divide it out, or you can just stick to the grams. That's okay too. If you know how many grams you need, then divide that into your meals and your snacks per day, and that will get you covered. So I usually just divide it by 5 because I eat 5 times a day. I recommend most of my clients, just every 3 to 4 hours, and then usually, 4 to 5 meals per day. And I just say meals because it's easier than dividing into snacks. Because a lot of people will come back and ask about, well, how big should my snack be? And it really just depends on your training. It really depends on what you eat before and after your training session. So it's very specific to the athlete.